What does surrender mean to you? It's a good thing to just reflect on, or how can I let more love in every day? What parts of myself are walled off? Do I have compartments that, in other words, I'm not surrendering is unconditionally to spirit, as I did in that hospital, because I've got nothing to lose. But most of the time we do. We don't want to change where we're living. We don't want to get guidance to move to somewhere, a battle zone or a climate we don't like. We don't want to change our hair color. We don't want to stop wearing the colors we like. We don't want to move to another city. It's all, look, give me guidance about this issue, but you can't come here. You can't come here. And I'm not changing this, and I'm not changing this. So that's why, because we're not in crisis mode and a health thing, I'm bankrupt, my husband's left me, I'm in a dark night, I can't hear any angels, my life isn't working. You know, when it happened to me, you know, I'm crying in the post office or in the super inappropriately. I'm not coping. I'm just not coping. That's when people say, go anywhere in my life. I mean, I surrender. There's nothing. I'll move. I'll do this. I stayed in a job I didn't like for 5 years until I got slapped. Happens for me with a crisis, some sort of crisis. But most of us live with a little stress. It's not a comfortable term, but it's not a wipeout, you know, that is a big life changing. So how unconditional? Where do I need to strengthen my commitment? I'm committed to doing this as long as I'm committed to being conscious with my husband as long as he plays fair, as long as he stops keeping score, as long as he stops diminishing me, whatever it is, whatever it is, you find out through the game and through your life, if you're embossed like me, you see the compartments, you see that. And that is the healing. The healing is the seeing, accepting, welcoming. This is, I love the age and the stage that happened to me, Joy. I love you. That is what wants my attention now. You're the one that's ignored and frightened. I'm not going to add to that. Forgive. Release, let go. So how do I keep my receiving switch on? Now, I suppose the good news from the game is from the power source, the divine, upstairs, the switch is always on, 24/7. It's like Wi-Fi, unless you unplug it, but you can't unplug the divine. So you can be in any state you want, and it's access available to you. And you just have to clear the runway for guidance to land. And guidance can't land if there's crud all over the runway of, yeah, but don't touch this, and I'm not giving you, do you know what I mean? And that person's a jerk. So don't tell me to apologize to them. You know, I don't know, you know, or this, you know what it is. So I think I've run out of steam. Follow the flows in your life and trust your intuition. Make your intuition your ally. Sometimes you'll, because intuition, it's like that muse, it's in the moment. And sometimes you will be spontaneous, but you're also human. So you're fallible, you'll make mistakes. So I did something this morning intuitively. I went against I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure. And I went, come on, Joy, get past that. And so I have another extreme voice that, and I did that. It didn't work out. And I went, see, I should have waited. I should have just done all of that going on with each other. So the more you wake up, the more you see, and spiritual practice. What is your spiritual practice? What is mine? It's whatever works for you to sit still and get in the silence. It's like the breath. If you're hyperventilating, oh God, the breath can calm you down. It's like a temperature homeostat on the wall. And if you're, and make you breathe in your belly and slow down. If you're too slow, it's like breath of fire in yoga, where you breathe through your belly and you bring up the energy. So if you're too dilute and you're too strong, silence takes you into the calm place where you can begin to see yourself with a semblance of accuracy. And that's it. Then you can serve. I don't know if we've answered all the questions.
Yes, I think so. And it was so complex that I wouldn't go in and interrupt you with questions. So thank you very much for telling us all this story. And my experience is the same, that challenges make you grow. And if you are inside of yourself, and the meditations and everything are good tool as the game too, as the transformation game to make you be in silence and find yourself and your direction and your purpose.
And when you do it in a group, you have companions on the path.
Yes.
There is companionship with you and me as facilitators of the game that says, I'm not playing alongside you, but in another way I am. I'm with you at every turn in the path. I've been there. And if I haven't been there, I'll be there with you now. And that is extremely comforting and reassuring. And I think we need those kind of relationships. So I hope lots of people will play the game with you and continue playing it until it's played out. It'll have a lifespan, and there'll be something else to help people get enlightened to who they are, and then live lives that reflect that.
Yes, so as Joy said, the game is a cooperative game. You don't have to win, it's your life path, and nobody else can take away from you. And you can play solo game, and Joy is facilitating solo games too, and doing spiritual counseling. And you can find Joy on the email, through the email address, which I will write in the video. And if you want to contact her and ask her for guidance, you are free to do it. And so we will have now this video recorded in English and with the subtitles in Hungarian. Thank you very much for your time and for your experience and for everything you shared now with us now.
You're very welcome. I don't know whether to apologize because it went on for so long, but
it was complex, it was round, it was full.
There's no easy answer. Those are very deep questions. And so, yeah. I love the conversation.
Me
Thank
too.
you very much
Me
for it.
too.
And
Thank
I
you.
hope that it will, just give people hope wherever you are, geographically, wherever you are, and spiritually, wherever you are. And if there's any suffering in your life, it can be lifted. You can do something. You are a soul infusing being, and the soul wants to help you. It's waiting like an actor on the side of the stage to come in. You just have to call to it, and it has a special light, and it'll just highlight your way. It'll just show you. That's what I think. Yes, and you think that too. Thank you, Eniko.
Thank you too. So you know now where you find Joy Drake and the Transformation game in a lot of languages translated already all around the world. Thank you for your work and for your contribution to the arts and to consciousness, for waking up humanity and all your job you done for us till now.
Yeah, thank you, Eniko. This is very sweet.